Right now, something extraordinary is happening in the spiritual world. Although your natural eyes cannot yet perceive, celestial forces have already begun to move in your favor. Nothing is a coincidence in my presence. Everything follows a perfect plan, planned wisely long before you even imagined it. Your life did not get here by chance. You are exactly where you should be, listening to these words right now, because I myself prepared this meeting with you. Yes, I know him deeply. I see beyond the surface that everyone sees. I have been with you since the day you were born, observing every step taken, every victory celebrated, and especially every tear shed in silence. There is a promise kept especially for you, something reserved carefully for this time. As much as you have already faced difficulties, trials, and deep struggles, today I want you to understand clearly, nothing you have experienced so far has been wasted or in vain. Each of the difficult situations you have faced has been silently building a greater purpose. Even in those moments when you felt alone, thinking that no one could understand or help, I was there by your side. I was the invisible hand that held you when you were about to fall. I was the gentle breath that brought calm to your heart when despair tried to take over. It's time to understand something important. You are not watching this by chance. It's not just another message or video you found. It's the divine answer to your deepest questions, the ones you ask in silence when no one is listening. I heard every silent prayer, every cry of your heart, and I prepared a path that now begins to be revealed. This is the beginning of something so significant, so profound and powerful, that if I could show it clearly now, you would certainly be amazed at what is about to happen. Your home will be the first place to experience the blessing that is already being released from heaven, especially for you. The family environment will be transformed by my presence, bringing restoration, emotional healing, and a peace that surpasses any human understanding. The people around you will notice that something different has started to happen in your life, even if they cannot yet clearly explain what it is. My hand will be so evident upon you that those who previously doubted will be the first to recognize that something extraordinary has begun. This is the exact moment for you to open your heart and allow my words to penetrate deeply into your soul, reaching places that were previously hidden or even forgotten by yourself. Understand clearly that the spiritual battles you faced were not for your defeat, but for the preparation of the perfect ground where an eternal promise will manifest. I don't choose capable people. I empower those I choose. And you, precisely you, were chosen to live something special and eternal. Today I want you to abandon every thought that tried to convince you that you were not worthy of my blessings. I want you to understand that it is not your flaws or limitations that define your story, but rather the powerful promise I have declared over your life since before you were born. It's time to prepare yourself, because what I have for you is so big, so special, that it will surprise you deeply. Be ready to receive a blessing that will definitely mark a before and after in your story. Right here in the comments, right now. I believe if you believe that something powerful is already being released into your life, publicly declare your faith and open the spiritual doors for this promise to happen. I am carefully leading you to this exact moment. Don't allow distractions or doubts to take your attention away from what you've already started to do in your life. Every word you will hear from now on is a clear confirmation of what I am about to reveal. Your heart already feels this truth, so I want you to remain with me, attentive, firm, and full of expectation for what I will deliver to you and your family. Open your soul, because this is just the beginning of the powerful revelation I have prepared especially for you. There is nothing stronger or truer than my promises, and everything I have promised you, I will personally fulfill. Do not doubt, Do not fear and do not back down, because from now on, you will see things that your eyes have never seen before. You will feel a peace that you have never felt before, and you will experience promises that you thought were impossible to happen. Believe deeply in these words, because today is the day that changes everything. Take a deep breath again, because this is not the end, but just the beginning of something powerful in your life. Right now, something special is being prepared exclusively for you and your family. Something that has been stored in God's heart for a long time, just waiting for the right moment to be revealed in your life. Maybe you thought at some point that God wasn't seeing your prayers, that your tears shed in the silence of the most difficult nights had been forgotten. But today I want you to know that your every word has been carefully listened to by me. Your every request has already found a place in my heart. You are about to experience a blessing that will surpass anything you have ever dreamed of. Something that goes far beyond your expectations. This divine promise will not only reach you, but will first be poured out on the people you love most, those who share your home, who share dreams, battles, and special moments with you. Your family members will clearly notice that something is changing, that a new time has arrived, bringing with it an inexplicable peace and joy. All this time, while you were facing difficulties, I was by your side preparing something wonderful for your loved ones in detail. I know each person who is part of your family by name. I know their individual stories, their most intimate dreams, and also their greatest needs. No detail was forgotten by me. No deep desire went unnoticed in my eyes. Therefore, the blessing that is about to arrive will be perfect, complete, and deeply personalized for each of them. Your home will become a living testimony of my faithfulness and my love. Where there was once anguish, pain, or conflict, you will now see restoration, harmony, and unity. Doors that seemed permanently closed will suddenly open. Unexpected opportunities will arrive clearly and without logical explanation, simply because the time established by me to transform your family reality has arrived. You will feel clearly that you are not alone and that you never have been. Every step you have taken so far has been observed and monitored by me personally. You may have even felt tired, thought that things wouldn't change, but today I come to affirm that there is no longer time to wait without hope. It's time to celebrate in advance, because my promise is already on its way to your home. I want you to prepare for something new, something powerful that will restore relationships, heal emotional wounds, and bring true, lasting joy to your family. Your life will no longer be the same, and those around you will clearly testify that I, the Lord, am acting powerfully on your behalf, but you need to deeply believe in this promise. Do not allow doubts or insecurities to take away your confidence in what I have already stated about your life. Do not give space to fear, because what is coming is not temporary or superficial. It is something eternal, which will leave deep marks in the history of those you love. Your family will be positively and definitively impacted by my presence. What once seemed impossible now begins to take shape before your eyes. Share this message right now with someone you love deeply. By sharing, you will be opening the spiritual path so that this same promise also reaches other families who urgently need this special blessing. Today I'm inviting you to stand clearly, assuming your faith and your hope in my faithfulness. Your attitude of trust will be fundamental to accelerate what I am already releasing spiritually. Know clearly that your faith will not go unnoticed by me. Every action, every share, every demonstration of trust in my word will be rewarded in an extraordinary way. Open your heart, receive this message deeply, knowing that the time of waiting has come to an end. Be prepared for something powerful, because the time marked by me has arrived to definitively transform your life and your home. Breathe deeply, because what is happening right now is neither ordinary nor temporary, but something eternal and deeply special, prepared with all the love and care for you and all those you love most. You need to be prepared, because what is about to happen in your life is something truly extraordinary. For a long time, you have waited patiently for answers, for clear signs that your prayers are being heard, for a definitive confirmation that there is a real purpose for your existence. And today, at this very moment, everything starts to make sense. The time has come to understand that every step you've taken so far had a reason much greater than you could imagine. Nothing was by chance or in vain. All this time, while you were wondering if your words were really heard, I was carefully preparing something big, something that completely surpasses all expectations you may have created in your mind. I'm breaking new ground, creating opportunities you can't see, and completely transforming circumstances that seemed impossible. Therefore, I want you to clearly understand that this moment is decisive. You can no longer allow yourself to doubt. You can no longer allow yourself to believe that things will not change, because I am personally guaranteeing that they have already started to change. Have you ever felt deeply in your heart that something special was near, even if you couldn't clearly explain what? And now I reveal to you that this sensation was not just a passing impression. It was my way of preparing you, of awakening you to the extraordinary that is about to arrive in your life. What will come will not be small. It will not be something fleeting that you will soon forget. It will be a definitive transformation, one that will make it clear to everyone around you that my hand is upon you. Right now, you are faced with the opportunity to fully open yourself to the fullness of the promises I have reserved for your life. I know that it wasn't easy to get here, that there were moments when you thought about giving up, thinking that perhaps you didn't have enough strength to bear the weight of the battles, but I never allowed you to carry this weight alone. I was by your side through every difficulty, attentively taking care of every detail to ensure that you arrived exactly at this decisive moment. This is the time to believe like never before, time to position yourself clearly, assuming your faith in the circumstances that are before you. It doesn't matter if right now you still can't see clearly what lies ahead. Your trust in me is what will open the spiritual doors for this extraordinary blessing to fully reach your life. I am calling you to position yourself firmly and clearly, because something very special will be revealed soon, and you need to be completely ready to receive it. If you feel deeply that this message was prepared especially for you, click like and subscribe to this channel right now, because through this simple gesture, you will be spiritually strengthening your connection with the promise that is already reaching you. Don't let this opportunity pass you by. Strengthen your faith and clearly declare that you are ready to receive everything I have prepared for your life. I am inviting you to take a decisive step today to show clearly that you deeply believe in this powerful promise that is about to happen in your life. Don't allow yourself to walk in doubt anymore. Don't accept limiting thoughts that prevent you from reaching the plenitude that I have already determined for you. This is your time. It is the right time for you to experience everything that seemed impossible to human eyes, but that has always been perfectly possible through my power. Prepare your heart, keep your spiritual eyes open, and be attentive to the revelations that I will continue to bring to you in the next words. I am leading you carefully so that you do not miss any detail, any part of this wonderful promise that is coming. The extraordinary is right in front of you, waiting only for your firm decision to accept it completely. Breathe deeply because you are about to witness something powerful, something unique and prepared, especially for your life. Be ready because the extraordinary begins right now and you are a fundamental part of this eternal and special moment. I have seen your tears shed in silence, the ones that no one else noticed. I deeply know every battle you faced, those inner struggles you tried to hide from even the closest people. Nothing went unnoticed in my eyes. No pain was hidden before my presence. Every prayer you said in secret, every moment you felt alone, believing no one could understand you, was being watched closely by me. Even in the moments when you thought there was no one around to hold your hand, I was by your side, holding you with my everlasting love. On the most difficult days, when loneliness seemed to take over your heart, when the weight of circumstances was greater than your human strength could bear, it was I who brought peace to your soul and hope to your tired heart. None of your tears were in vain. Every drop spilled was collected and carefully transformed into seeds that will blossom into extraordinary blessings. You may have often thought that everything you faced was unfair or meaningless, but today I come to clearly state that there is a much greater purpose than you imagine behind each of these difficult situations. Everything was allowed to strengthen you, to mold something precious in you, something that only the deepest trials can form. I know there were times when you questioned my presence in your life, times when you doubted my faithfulness, wondering that maybe I had forgotten about you. But today, I want you to know clearly that there was never a single moment when I was distant or indifferent to your needs. I was always by your side, even when you couldn't notice my presence. I was there, protecting you from despair, making sure your feet didn't stumble definitively in the darkness. You were never alone. Even though your eyes couldn't see clearly, my hand was on your life from the beginning, carefully guiding every step you took. I know exactly how many times you felt unable to continue, how many nights you stayed awake unable to sleep, worried about situations that seemed impossible to resolve. Each of these nights was accompanied by me, and I never stopped listening to your silent prayers, the ones said when everyone had already gone to sleep. Now the time has come for you to understand that your pain, your struggle, and your difficult moments were an essential part of your preparation for something greater. Don't waste these experiences. Don't allow the pain you've experienced so far to become just a weight in your life. On the contrary, understand that they are becoming exactly the platform for something wonderful that I am about to accomplish. You will not be known for suffering, but for the powerful transformation that will arise from it. Understand clearly that I am turning your tears into blessings. Every silent struggle, every difficult moment you have faced is being carefully used for something extraordinary, something much greater than you can imagine at this moment. What seemed to have no meaning will gain eternal meaning, a dimension that you could never predict. Now allow hope to return to your heart. Let my peace take care of your tired soul and renew your strength, because everything you have been through so far will be rewarded abundantly. Your life will become a living testimony of my power, my faithfulness, and my unconditional love. Your days of sadness are being transformed into days of true joy, the one that only I can provide. Take a deep breath and ease your heart, knowing that your silent tears have not been forgotten. I am opening a new time in your life right now, where what was previously a reason for pain will become a reason for deep gratitude. Your wounded heart will find healing, your confused mind will find clarity, and your weary soul will find true rest in my presence. Nothing was in vain, absolutely nothing, because every tear was carefully saved by me, so that at this very moment, you would know that you were never alone. Each of the trials you have faced to date has been carefully planned for a greater purpose. I know that on many occasions you questioned why there were so many struggles, why it seemed that every step taken was accompanied by such intense difficulties. But today I want you to understand that all these battles were shaping something precious within you. No pain, no suffering was wasted. Everything has been carefully used to prepare your spirit, strengthening you for what I am about to reveal in your life. You were never alone in your trials, nor abandoned in your moments of distress. Even when everything seemed too far from your control, my hand supported your tired heart. Each obstacle placed before you was not punishment, but rather spiritual training to enable you to receive something extraordinary, something far greater than your eyes can now imagine. I did not allow difficulties without reason, nor pain without purpose. Everything had an exact reason, a perfect time, and a plan that you will finally begin to see clearly. If you could see it now with my eyes, you would realize how much you have grown through these difficult experiences. I have used each of them to shape your patience, strengthen your faith, and increase your spiritual resilience. Believe me, what I'm about to deliver into your hands is so big and so special that you needed to go through this deep spiritual preparation. My promise requires inner strength, a spiritual maturity acquired only in silent and intimate battles, those that only you and I know deeply. Now the time has come for you to completely abandon the negative perspective on these difficulties. No longer see these tests as defeats, but as essential steps that led you to this decisive moment. You were not defeated by circumstances, on the contrary, you were shaped by them. Your pain will be transformed into wisdom, your tears into powerful testimony, and your story will become a clear example of my faithfulness for many others who will need hope. Believe me, each difficult stage had a clear objective: to form within you the spiritual strength necessary to manage the eternal blessings that are already being released. I did not promise a temporary blessing, but a spiritual inheritance that will definitely change your life and the lives of those you love. That promise is coming, and now you can clearly understand the reason for the battles you have faced thus far. It wasn't abandonment, it was divine training, preparing him for something extraordinary. Today is the day for you to fully accept this truth. Today is the day to recognize that you are ready to take the next step. If you deeply believe that everything you have been through had a greater purpose and that the time has come to receive my promise, comment right now 1111 below. By commenting, you are clearly declaring your faith and confirming that you understand my perfect plan for your life. Be ready for the new time that is coming. Your trials are no longer burdens, but solid foundations that will support the powerful promise that is about to be realized in your story. Take a deep breath again, because this is the exact moment for you to embrace what I have in store, especially for you. Right now, I want you to clearly understand that the time for your restoration has come. After so many tears, after silent nights of anguish, after facing challenges that seemed endless, I am releasing a definitive promise of transformation and multiplication into your life. Yes, I myself saw every difficult moment you went through. I was by your side when you thought you couldn't go on. And today I am here to tell you that your suffering has come to an end and is being transformed into something profoundly wonderful. You are about to receive a blessing that surpasses all your expectations, something that will not be fleeting or temporary, but permanent and profound. The restoration I bring upon you will completely transform your life, your circumstances, and the environment around you. Those close to you, those who have seen your battles and perhaps even doubted, you will clearly realize that something powerful is happening in your story. They will see my hand clearly upon you. They will recognize that only my power could accomplish something like this. The time for silent tears is over. The time of pain that seemed to have never felt has come to an end. Now is the time for you to clearly witness the power of my faithfulness and my promise. What seemed impossible in your eyes will now become reality before you, because I myself am opening doors that no one else can close. I am creating opportunities that seemed unlikely, preparing paths that were hidden until now. Everything you suffered in secret will now be transformed into a reason for public honor and a living testimony of my goodness. What I am about to undertake will not be just an ordinary restoration. It will not just be the recovery of what you lost, but it will be multiplication and abundance in all areas of your life. Your pain will give way to joy, your suffering will be replaced by true peace, and your challenges will transform into extraordinary achievements. You no longer need to carry the weight of past pain, because right now I am freeing you to live a new time, a new season, where my blessings will multiply in your life and in your family. You will be recognized by all as someone who has been restored directly by my mighty hand. The people around you will immediately notice this profound change and will also want to experience this transformation that I am making in their lives. You will become a living testimony of my grace and my faithfulness, showing clearly that no pain or difficulty is final when I enter the story. I am definitively freeing you from difficult memories so that you can fully live this new phase full of meaning, purpose, and real happiness. If you feel that this message is speaking directly to your heart, share this video right now with someone who also needs this promise of restoration. By sharing, you will be contributing to other lives being reached by this powerful blessing that is being released right now. Your attitude of faith can transform not only your life, but the lives of many other people around you. Be assured that this is a solid, real, and eternal promise. You are not receiving something temporary or superficial, but something that will remain, something that will definitely change the course of your story. It's time to receive with joy and gratitude the complete restoration that I prepared especially for you. Take a deep breath and open your heart, because the time has come to fully experience this profound, wonderful, and lasting transformation. The time has come for you to look deeply into your heart, not with fear, guilt, or judgment, but with sincerity and courage. I know you deeply, and I know exactly what's inside you. Every detail, every hidden feeling, every thought you try to hide. My goal is not to expose your flaws or your mistakes, but rather to free you from what has prevented my promise from fully manifesting in your life. For a long time, you carried weights that you didn't need to carry, feelings that you shouldn't feel anymore, hurts that should have been released a long time ago, negative thoughts about yourself that need to be abandoned definitively. All of this has created spiritual obstacles that block the blessings I am ready to shower upon you. Now is the perfect time for you to leave all of this behind. Giving your heart to me does not mean weakness. On the contrary, it is a sign of great spiritual strength and maturity. Honestly recognizing what needs to be changed is the first step to receiving the new thing I have prepared for you. Your life cannot move forward while you are stuck with painful memories of the past or feelings of guilt that no longer make sense to carry. Today, I am inviting you to open your heart without reservation, allowing me to enter deeply, bringing healing, peace, and total restoration. I want to renew your mind, your emotions, and your spiritual life, fully preparing you for what is about to come. Don't be afraid of this self-examination process. I will be by your side every step of the way, guiding you with love and care, ensuring that nothing will be too painful to bear. Allow yourself to be transformed. Accept this invitation to look deeply inside yourself and see clearly what needs to be delivered. Don't hold on to what stops you from living fully. I want you to enjoy the complete spiritual freedom that only I can offer. I want to replace every hidden pain with true peace, every fear with genuine courage, every doubt with unshakable faith. The time has come to free up space to receive the fullness of my promise. What I have prepared for you is far greater and more beautiful than anything you have ever imagined. However, to fully live this promise, it is essential that your heart is completely aligned with my will. Don't hesitate any longer. Don't resist this call that I make to you right now. Be willing to surrender everything that no longer serves you spiritually, allowing my grace to definitively transform your life. As you do this, you will quickly notice a powerful shift happening within you. You will feel peace where there was anguish, hope where there was despair, and certainty where there was doubt. This inner shift will clearly open the way for the blessings prepared for you to arrive unhindered. Don't worry about the circumstances around you. Just focus on giving your heart fully and trust that I am taking care of every detail. If this message touched your heart, if you feel that it is time to fully live my promises, click like and subscribe to the channel right now. By doing this, you will be clearly demonstrating your faith and spiritually opening the doors to this profound transformation that I am bringing about in your life. Don't miss this opportunity to definitively connect with the eternal purpose that I have prepared, especially for you. Today is the day to let go of the old and make room for the new. This is the time to accept my offer of profound and definitive transformation. Open yourself completely, sincerely examine your heart, and allow me to do something extraordinary for you. It is time to fully receive my promise into your life. Take a deep breath and accept this profound spiritual transformation that I prepared especially for you. The time has come for you to completely free yourself from the past and the fear that have limited your life for so long. I know exactly what you carry inside, every painful memory, every feeling of guilt that still insists on taking away your peace. Today, I'm here to assure you that you no longer need to carry these burdens. It's time to hand all of this over to me. Open your hands completely and let go of what you never needed to carry alone. You no longer need to relive those difficult experiences that caused so much pain in your heart. I am offering you a real and definitive opportunity for liberation. No guilt, no past mistakes, no emotional anguish should control your life from now on. All you need to do is make a clear and firm decision to leave these memories behind, fully trusting in my promise of healing and emotional restoration. Give me your sorrows, your fears, and your insecurities. Leave with me those memories that still try to haunt you, preventing you from fully living the new life I have prepared. You are not alone on this journey of liberation. I will be by your side every step of the way, holding your hand, protecting you and guiding you to a free and purposeful future. Don't be afraid to face these difficult feelings. Allow me to take control and completely transform your story. I deeply desire that you experience true peace, one that surpasses all human understanding. To do this, it is essential that you make space in your heart, abandoning the emotional chains that the past left behind. Fear no longer needs to be part of your life. Anxiety, insecurity, and guilt no longer need to take up space in your mind. I am bringing deep and definitive liberation to you right now. This is the right time to make a powerful and decisive decision. Give yourself the chance to fully live what I have prepared for your life. When you decide to let go of these negative, Emotions, you will immediately notice a new spiritual strength being born within you. You will feel a genuine courage and spiritual freedom that you have long desired. I am ready to completely transform your reality, but I need you to make the decision to trust me completely and to definitively let go of the past. Fear will never again define who you are, nor what you can accomplish. Your story will no longer be written by painful experiences, but by the extraordinary promise I am bringing you today. The time has come for your spiritual freedom, the time for you to live fully without carrying guilt or burdens that no longer belong to you. If you believe that the time has come to definitively free yourself from fear and the past, write right now in the comments, "I am free." In doing so, you will be powerfully declaring your decision to leave behind everything that held you back from fully living my promise for your life. Open yourself completely to this new stage of freedom and profound transformation. I am here, right now, assuring you that you will never again have to face what seems too difficult alone. Allow yourself to experience this full liberation that I am offering. Take a deep breath and clearly feel that the past no longer has control over your life. The time has come for your definitive release. Now that you understand the importance of letting go of the past and freeing yourself from the fears that limited your life, I want to show you something fundamental to fully receiving my promise. The spiritual power of silence. Not all the blessings I deliver to you are meant to be revealed immediately. There are special and profound things that need to be kept carefully in your heart until they fully manifest in your life. Silence is not a sign of doubt or insecurity, but rather of spiritual wisdom. When you discreetly guard what I am doing, you allow me to work freely without interference or opinions that could try to steal your peace or your faith. Clearly understand that not everyone around you will immediately understand what I am accomplishing in you. Some may bring doubts, fears, or even questions that will not help in the process. Therefore, keeping silent is a strategic and powerful attitude. I know the desire to immediately share with people what I am beginning to accomplish can be great, but I want you to learn the spiritual importance of waiting until everything is complete. This time of silence is a valuable time to further strengthen your faith, allowing your spiritual roots to grow deeply in my presence. Each day that passes in this silence dedicated to me increases your spiritual resistance, preparing you to witness in a powerful way everything I have done in your life in the future. In silence, you will hear my voice with greater clarity. Without external interference, without opinions that can confuse you, it will be easier to perceive my exact direction, my clear and precise instructions. Do not see silence as loneliness or abandonment, but rather as a special period in which you are exclusively with me, receiving my wisdom directly into your heart. It is in this peaceful and protected environment that I am carefully preparing every detail of the promise that will soon be seen clearly by all. When the time is right, you will publicly witness all that I am accomplishing now in silence and discretion. People will clearly see my hand over their lives. They will realize that something supernatural has happened, and they will understand that only I could accomplish something so extraordinary. Until then, trust fully in this silent and special process that I have prepared for you. Every step, every detail is under my absolute control, with no risk of failure. I want you to feel deeply the spiritual comfort I am offering you right now. This silence is not something that should worry you, but something that should bring true peace and security to your heart. You don't need to struggle to explain to people something that is still being accomplished. You don't need to justify what is happening spiritually. Simply trust that I am working perfectly and that everything will happen at the right time, without delays or unforeseen events. Believe me, this time of silence is temporary and brief compared to the greatness of the promise that is already being released. Soon, you will have the clear and definitive opportunity to tell everyone what you witnessed and experienced in my presence. Your story will be a strong and powerful testimony of my faithfulness, my grace, and my supernatural power. For now, take a deep breath, be calm, and allow the silence to strengthen your faith. Let me work completely into your life until every detail is perfectly aligned. Soon, you will see clearly that everything happened exactly as it was supposed to happen at the right time in my perfect timing. Until then, keep this promise carefully in your heart and wait in faith and security, knowing that I will fulfill everything exactly as I promised you. This is the exact moment for you to definitively reject all the lies that have been thrown against your life. Many times, the enemy has tried to convince you that you are not good enough, that you are not worthy of my blessings, or that your past mistakes define who you are. But today, I am here to clearly state that none of these lies should take up space in your mind or heart any longer. For a long time, these negative voices have tried to control your emotions and prevented you from advancing spiritually. Words that generated doubt, insecurity, and fear were thrown at you with the aim of stealing your confidence and taking you away from the wonderful promises I have prepared for your life. But now is the time to clearly identify these lies, immediately recognizing that they do not come from me, but are desperate attempts by the enemy to draw you away from my promise. You are not what those negative voices say. You are not your flaws. You are not your past mistakes. And you are certainly not what difficult circumstances have tried to define in your story. You are who I say you are, my beloved child, chosen for a special purpose, precious in my eyes, and completely worthy of the blessings and promise I have released upon your life. These lies have tried to keep you from clearly realizing your true spiritual worth. They tried to make you believe that you couldn't experience the blessings I promised, that you wouldn't have enough strength to move forward, or that you wouldn't be worthy of the transformation I'm making. But today, I want you to definitively understand that every single one of these negative statements is completely false. It is time for you to embrace your true spiritual identity. You are someone who was carefully created by me, someone with an eternal purpose, destined to fully live out the powerful promises I established for your life from the beginning. No longer allow these lies to continue to control you or limit your spiritual potential. Reject each one of them firmly and decisively right now. From this moment on, every time these lies try to come back into your mind, remember clearly the truth I am stating about you now. Immediately replace those negative thoughts with the powerful assurance of my word. You are strong, you are capable, you are worthy and deeply loved by me. There is no failure or error capable of cancelling or diminishing the immense value I have placed in you. The time has come to spiritually stand up against all these lies and declare with conviction who you really are. I no longer want to see you feeling inferior or incapable in the face of the promises that are ready to manifest in your life. I want you to clearly see your spiritual identity, to deeply understand how special, unique, and chosen you are to receive everything I have prepared. You need to see yourself exactly as I see you, strong, courageous, capable of overcoming any obstacle that tries to stand in your way. Don't accept anything less than that. Don't accept living a life limited by the lies thrown by the enemy. Today, you have the clear opportunity to fully live my promises and to experience the complete spiritual freedom that I have already prepared for you. Take a deep breath, lift your head with confidence, and know that I am by your side, confirming every word of this promise. You never have to accept these lies as truth again. You are now entering a new time, a new phase of your spiritual life, free from lies and fully aligned with the powerful truth I have declared about you. The time has come to fully live the wonderful and powerful identity that I have prepared especially for you. I want you to deeply understand something very important. You have been specially chosen by me to receive a unique spiritual inheritance. Before you were even born, I had already carefully prepared something grand and exclusive for your life. You are not here by chance, nor are you the result of random circumstances. Every detail of your life was carefully planned by me with an eternal and very specific purpose. You were created with immense value, with unique gifts and talents that no other person possesses in the same way. There is no one like you, no one with exactly the same purpose that I reserved exclusively for your life. I want you to clearly understand that this spiritual inheritance, prepared with love and care, is only waiting for you to fully recognize and accept it. For a long time, you may have compared yourself to other people, thinking that your blessings should be equal to theirs, or that perhaps you were not worthy of something so great. But today, I want you to definitely abandon these limiting thoughts. There is no comparison possible because what I have in store for you is incomparable and tailor-made for your life and your deepest needs. You are special in my eyes. You are a masterpiece carefully created by me, and for that reason, everything I prepared for you is special and perfectly aligned with your heart and soul. Your spiritual journey is unique, and therefore your heritage is also unique. Don't try to measure your worth by human eyes or by the standards that the world imposes. Your value is based exclusively on my eternal promise and on what I have already clearly declared about you. Today I am inviting you to fully embrace this powerful identity I have given you. Accept without reservation the fact that you were chosen with infinite love, with divine purpose, and with an extraordinary spiritual inheritance in store for your life. This inheritance is not temporary or superficial, but something eternal, capable of completely transforming your reality and also the lives of those around you. Understand that by fully accepting this truth, you will also be empowering others. By recognizing your own spiritual identity, you become able to deeply inspire those around you. Your life begins to reflect my glory, my grace, and my love, directly impacting other lives, which will be blessed through your journey and your testimony. It is essential that you do not keep this truth to yourself. Your spiritual heritage must be recognized, accepted, and shared. When you fully embrace your divine identity, you naturally become a powerful channel to bless many other lives around you. The transformation that is happening in you right now will be visible to everyone, and many will want to understand and also experience what you are experiencing. If you deeply understand that you have been chosen for something unique and special, share this message right now with someone you love who needs to hear this powerful truth. By sharing, you are helping others discover their eternal purpose and embrace the spiritual inheritance I have reserved for them. This is the exact moment for you to assume, with courage, faith, and conviction, the identity that I reserved exclusively for you. Don't let another moment go by living with less than what you deserve to receive. Fully accept this powerful truth, live conscious of this eternal promise, and allow your life to become a clear and visible testimony of my faithfulness and infinite love for you. Take a deep breath and fully accept the powerful spiritual inheritance that is prepared especially for your life. This is the exact time for you to completely renew your mind and finally accept who you really are. I know that for a long time, you allowed negative thoughts to control your life, making you believe in limitations that were never true. These beliefs have limited your ability to fully experience the blessings I have already released for you. But today I am here to tell you clearly that the time has come to abandon these lies for good. I want you to deeply understand the immense value I have placed within you. You were carefully created with a specific purpose, endowed with unique gifts and talents that are essential to fulfilling the promises I have prepared exclusively for your life. It is no longer time for you to doubt your ability or question your importance before me. You are valuable, you are capable, and you are personally chosen to live a life full of meaning and eternal purpose. Renewing your mind means completely letting go of any thoughts or feelings that are at odds with the powerful truth I have declared about you. Don't accept the idea that you can't win, don't deserve to be happy, or aren't capable of achieving great things. These are lies that have prevented you from fully receiving what I have already reserved exclusively for your story. I'm giving you a new opportunity today to definitively transform your mindset. I want you to see yourself exactly as I see you. Strong, courageous, worthy, and fully capable of receiving the wonderful promises that are ready to be released into your life. Your mind needs to be completely aligned with this truth so that you can live it fully. When you fully accept who you truly are, you open yourself completely to receive my powerful promise. There is no more room for doubts or insecurities, only for certainties and convictions based on my word. Your value is assured, your spiritual identity is confirmed, and your victory is already prepared. Now all you need to do is definitively accept this powerful truth about your life. By renewing your mind, you will begin to experience clear and profound changes in all areas of your life. Your faith will become stronger, your courage will multiply, and you will clearly notice that the circumstances around you will begin to change rapidly. All of this will be a direct result of renewing your mind, completely abandoning negative thoughts and fully accepting your true spiritual identity. You were created by me to win, to accomplish great things, to fully live the eternal promise that I have already released upon your life. Today is the perfect time for you to embrace this identity with clarity, courage, and joy. Don't wait any longer to fully experience this powerful transformation. Deeply accept the truth about who you really are and allow yourself to experience everything that has already been reserved especially for you. If you believe that the time has come to completely renew your mind and fully accept your true spiritual identity, write right now in the comments, "My mind is renewed." In doing so, you will be powerfully declaring your decision to live the new life I have already prepared for you. Be ready for a completely new life, a life aligned with the powerful truth I have declared over you. The time has come to definitively let go of the thoughts that have limited your story and begin to fully experience the wonderful blessings that are ready to be released into your life. Take a deep breath, completely renew your mind and fully accept who you really are, chosen, loved and prepared for an extraordinary life. I want you to deeply understand the meaning of true faith, one that does not depend on the circumstances around you. This powerful and authentic faith remains firm even when everything seems contrary, even when the situations before your eyes do not bring immediate evidence of what I have promised you. I'm talking about absolute trust based exclusively on my word and the certainty of my eternal fidelity. I know you have been through difficult times, situations in which your faith was severely tested. There were times when you wondered if my promises would actually come true, especially when the evidence around you seemed to say otherwise. But today, I want you to clearly understand that it is exactly at this point that true faith becomes stronger and more powerful. When you choose to trust, even without immediately seeing the result, you spiritually open the doors to fully receive the promises that have already been released into your life. This faith I am calling you to live is not based on what you can see or feel in the moment. It does not depend on perfect or favorable circumstances. On the contrary, it exists precisely to sustain you in difficult times, ensuring your spiritual stability even when the world around you seems uncertain. It is this unshakable faith that allows you to go through storms without losing hope, keeping your heart calm and secure in my promises. Believe deeply in what I am telling you. Your absolute trust in me is what clearly determines the time and form in which my promise will manifest itself in your life. The firmer and more determined your faith, the faster you will see my blessings manifest before you. There is no unfavorable circumstance, challenge, or difficult situation that can prevent the fulfillment of my promise when you remain firm in your faith. I don't want you to worry about passing circumstances anymore, nor do I want you to allow fear or doubt to control your emotions. I am calling you today to live a completely new and powerful level of faith, a trust that clearly declares your certainty in my faithfulness, regardless of what your eyes may see or your emotions may feel at the moment. I want your faith to be anchored exclusively in my eternal word, for that is the only secure and unchanging foundation you need. Today is the day for you to make a definitive decision about the way you will live from now on. No longer allow passing circumstances to determine your trust in me. You have been called to something greater, something eternal and deeply meaningful. Your faith must reflect this powerful spiritual reality, remaining steadfast even in the face of the most difficult or confusing situations. You are my beloved Son, chosen especially to live a life of miracles and fulfilled promises. The time has come to fully accept this powerful truth, assuming an absolutely firm and constant faith. Don't worry anymore about what seems impossible to human eyes, because for me there are no impossible things. I am always acting in your favor, carefully preparing every detail of the promise I reserved for your life. If you truly believe that the time has come to live out this deep, unconditional faith, I want to invite you to take a clear step of spiritual commitment right now. Like this video and subscribe to the channel, thereby declaring your firm and definitive decision to fully trust my promises, regardless of the circumstances you are facing. As you do this, you strengthen your spiritual connection to the promise I am bringing to you right now. You are being prepared to live an extraordinary story, full of miracles and powerful testimonies. Your unshakable faith will be the foundation of this wonderful story that will begin to be told from today onwards. Trust deeply, remain firm, and prepare your heart, for my promises are quickly approaching your life. Take a deep breath and stay strong, because the victory you've been waiting for is much closer than you think. Right now, I want you to know clearly that I am preparing something much bigger than you imagine. Maybe you have dreamed of some things that seem big. Maybe you have asked for special blessings that seem difficult to achieve, but I want to assure you that what I am preparing for your life far exceeds all those expectations. What is in store for you surpasses any thought you have ever had or any dream you have imagined. Every minute of your waiting is not wasted time. On the contrary, it is time for careful preparation. Each day, each step of this process is necessary for you to be fully ready to receive something so great and so extraordinary that it will require spiritual maturity, wisdom, and inner strength. I know that sometimes you wonder why things seem to take so long, but today I want you to deeply understand that this waiting is not delay or forgetfulness. It's special care, detailed planning, and perfect preparation for something that will definitely change your story. Trust me completely during this time. Don't allow doubts or impatience to take away your peace or steal the joy of what is coming to you. Your trust and patience are critical now, because they are what will prepare your heart and soul to fully receive this special blessing. Each day that passes is another important step towards fulfilling this great promise that I am bringing into your life. The circumstances you face now do not fully reflect what is about to happen. They are just a small part of a much larger and more wonderful picture that is already being carefully prepared by me. I'm taking care of every detail. Every piece of your path is being carefully placed in its rightful place, ensuring that when everything is ready, you receive something extraordinary, something eternal, something that will deeply mark your life and the lives of the people around you. You are not waiting in vain. You are not expecting something small or temporary. The promise I am preparing for you is eternal, profound, and infinitely more valuable than anything you have ever imagined. So I want to encourage you to remain steadfast, patient, and full of hope. Every moment of this wait will be rewarded in surprising ways, with blessings that will exceed all your expectations. I want you to know clearly that everything that seems impossible today, everything that seems distant or unlikely, is already moving towards you. I am opening doors that you cannot yet see, preparing paths that you do not yet know, and placing strategic people and situations in your path so that everything happens exactly as I promised. You just need to trust completely, knowing that I am personally taking care of every detail of this powerful promise. If you deeply believe in this word, if you clearly feel that I am preparing something great for you, enjoy this video right now and share this message with people who also need this powerful hope. As you do this, you strengthen your spiritual connection to what I am about to accomplish and bring this powerful promise to those you love. This is the right time to keep your faith strong and firm. No longer allow passing circumstances to steal your confidence. You are about to receive something much bigger than you dreamed of, something prepared especially for your life. Be ready, take a deep breath, because the best is coming your way. The definitive moment has arrived for you to fully receive the promise and favor that I have prepared especially for your life. You've come a long way, faced difficult battles, shed silent tears, and held firm to your faith even in the face of the most difficult circumstances. I followed your every step. I carefully observed every challenge overcome, every prayer made in secret, and now I am here to clearly state that the time has come for you to take possession of what is already released in the spiritual world for you. There is no longer any need to wait nor to doubt. Everything that seemed too far away, everything that you imagined was impossible, is now available before your eyes. The promise I reserved especially for you is no longer in the distant future. It has already arrived, ready to profoundly transform your life. I want you to understand that my favor is upon you right now, opening doors that no one else can close and bringing extraordinary solutions to issues that you had previously considered impossible. It is important that you accept this promise completely, with an open heart and with absolute trust. I do not fail in my promises. I do not forget what I have declared about you, nor am I late in fulfilling what I have carefully planned from the beginning. Everything you have faced so far has had a profound purpose, preparing you exactly for this moment of spiritual and emotional fulfillment. Now you are fully prepared to receive everything that has been reserved, especially for your story. Your difficulties will become powerful testimonies of my faithfulness. Your pains will be replaced by deep joys and what was previously a reason. For doubt will be transformed into absolute certainty of my presence and my special care for you. All you need to do now is open your heart and receive with gratitude and full confidence everything that is already available spiritually for your life. You will clearly feel that something has changed deep within you. Those old weights, those constant worries will no longer have control over your life. Your soul will be flooded with a true and powerful peace, that peace that surpasses all human understanding. You will quickly realize that you are experiencing the fulfillment of what you have always wanted, something that I prepared with extreme care and love to be perfect for you. This is your moment, the perfect moment determined by me to transform your reality completely. There is no more room for fear, doubt, or insecurity. Now is the time to fully trust, knowing that I am by your side in every detail, supporting you with my power, protecting you with my grace, and leading you exactly where you need to be. Your victory is already guaranteed because I myself declared this about your life. Your story will no longer be defined by the struggles or difficulties you have faced thus far, but rather by the wonderful promise that is already happening now. You will be recognized as someone who has been touched directly by my powerful hand, someone whose life has become a living testimony of my grace, my infinite love, and my absolute faithfulness. Everyone around you will clearly realize that something extraordinary has happened to you, that something supernatural has completely transformed your reality. Take a deep breath, open your heart completely, and accept right now this powerful promise that I released especially for your life. There is no need to wait anymore. The time determined by me has reached its exact point of realization. You are now experiencing the beginning of something new, something so extraordinary and profound that it will definitely mark your life and the lives of those around you. Allow yourself to fully live this powerful reality, knowing clearly that I have always been by your side, leading you with love, wisdom, and extreme care until this very moment. The promise is fulfilled right now in your life. Deeply receive my special favor and allow it to completely transform your story, opening before you a new time full of meaning, true peace, and eternal joy. Take another deep breath, as this is not the end but the beginning of something powerful in your life. A remarkable event is currently taking place in the spiritual realm. Celestial powers have already started working in your favor, even though your natural eyes aren't yet able to see. In my presence, nothing happens by accident. Everything has a meticulous design that was thought out long before you could imagine it. You are precisely where you should be, listening to these words right now, because I personally set up this meeting with you. Your life did not come to this point by accident. Yes, I have a deep understanding of him and see past the obvious. Since the day you were born, I have been at your side, witnessing every action, every triumph, and most importantly, every silent tear. Something has been carefully set aside for this moment, a promise preserved just for you. Even though you have already encountered many challenges, hardships, and intense struggles, I want you to know that nothing you have gone through thus far has been pointless or in vain. Every challenging circumstance you have encountered has been subtly fostering a larger goal. I was there for you even when you felt isolated and thought no one could relate or support you. I was the sweet breath that calmed your heart when despair sought to take control, and I was the unseen hand that held you when you were about to fall. You are not seeing this by accident, and it is time to realize this. It's not just another video or message you came upon. It is the divine response to your most profound inquiries, the ones you ponder in private when no one else is there. I listened to all of your heart's cries and silent prayers, and I prepared a route that is now starting to open. This is the start of something so important, so deep, so strong, that you would be astounded by what is about to happen if I could show it to you now. The bounty that heaven is already releasing specifically for you will initially be felt in your home. My presence will bring emotional healing, restoration, and a calm that is beyond human comprehension to the family atmosphere. Even if they are unable to articulate it yet, those in your immediate vicinity will be aware that something new has begun to occur in your life. Those who previously doubted will be the first to realize that something amazing has begun, since my hand will be so clearly visible upon you. Right now is the perfect time for you to let your heart open and let my words reach deep into your spirit, to places you may have previously forgotten or concealed. Recognize that the purpose of your spiritual struggles was to prepare the ideal environment for the manifestation of an everlasting promise, not to defeat you. I empower those I pick, not competent individuals. And you, specifically you, were selected to live a unique and timeless life. Every notion that attempted to persuade you that you weren't deserving of my gifts should be abandoned today. I want you to realize that your tale is defined by the strong promise I have made over your life since before you were even born, not by your shortcomings or limits. Time to get ready, because I have something very special and large in store for you that will take you by surprise. Prepare yourself for a blessing that will undoubtedly create a before and after in your narrative. If you think that something significant is already being released into your life, please share your thoughts in the comment section below. Declare your faith in public and create the spiritual conditions necessary for this promise to come to pass. I am guiding you to this precise moment with great care. Don't let doubts or other distractions divert you from the things you've already begun to do in your life. From now on, everything you hear will be a direct confirmation of what I am going to tell you. I want you to stay with me, focused, resolute, and full of expectations for what I will provide to you and your family, since your heart already senses this reality. This is only the beginning of the profound revelation I have planned, particularly for you. So open your soul. My vows are the strongest and most genuine thing there is, and I will personally keep all of my promises to you. You will see things that your eyes have never seen before. You will feel a tranquility that you have never felt before, and you will experience promises that you once believed were unattainable. For this reason, you should not question, be afraid, or give up. Put a lot of faith in these words, since today is the day that everything changes. Breathe deeply once more, since this is only the beginning of something significant in your life, not its conclusion. Something unique is currently being prepared just for you and your family. Something that has long been kept in God's heart and is awaiting the appropriate time to be made known in your life. At some point, you may have believed that God was not hearing your prayers, and that the tears you wept during the quietest of the darkest evenings had been forgotten. However, I want you to know that I have attentively listened to what you have to say today, and I have already given my heart to every request you have made. You are going to receive a blessing that will be tremendously greater than anything you could have ever imagined. In addition to you, the people you care about the most, those who live in your house, share your dreams, struggles, and memorable moments, will be the first to receive this divine promise. Your family members will be able to tell that something is different, that a new era has begun, and that it is filled with an indescribable joy and serenity. I was by your side the entire time you were going through a tough period, meticulously planning something amazing for your loved ones. Every member of your family is someone I know by name, and I am aware of their unique histories, deepest desires, and most pressing needs. I never forgot a detail, and I never failed to notice any intense longing. As a result, every one of them will receive a blessing that is ideal, comprehensive, and highly customized. Your house will turn into a live example of my love and fidelity. There will now be repair, harmony, and oneness where there was before suffering, strife, or agony. Just because the time I set aside to change your family's reality has come, Doors that seem to be eternally locked will suddenly open and unanticipated. Chances will present themselves clearly and without rational justification. It will become evident to you that you are not and never have been alone. I have personally watched and tracked every action you have taken thus far. Even though you could have been worn out and believed that nothing would change, I'm here to tell you that there is no more time to wait in despair. My promise is already en route to your house, so it's time to rejoice ahead of time. I want you to get ready for something fresh, something strong that will mend emotional scars, rebuild connections, and give your family genuine, enduring happiness. People around you will attest unequivocally that I, the Lord, am working strongly on your behalf, and your life will no longer be the same. However, you must firmly believe in this assurance. Don't let insecurities or concerns make you lose faith in what I've spoken about your life thus far. Don't allow yourself to be afraid, because what is about to happen is not fleeting or surface level. Rather, it is something that will have a lasting impact on the lives of people you care about. My presence will unquestionably and favorably affect your family. Before your eyes, what seems impossible suddenly starts to take shape. Right now, share this message with a loved one. By sharing, you'll be paving the way for other families who desperately need this unique blessing to receive the same promise. I'm asking you to stand up today, putting your trust and hope in my faithfulness. Your trusting attitude will be essential to speeding up the spiritual release I am now experiencing. Be assured that I will not overlook your confidence. Every deed, every share, and every manifestation of faith in my message will be rewarded in a remarkable manner. Knowing that the waiting period is over, open your heart and absorb this message fully. The moment has come for me to radically change your life and your home, so get ready for something significant. Breathe deeply, because what is occurring now is not normal or transient. Rather, it is something eternal and incredibly wonderful that has been planned with all of the love and care for you and the people you care about the most. Because something genuinely remarkable is about to happen in your life, you must be ready. You have been patiently waiting for answers, for unmistakable evidence that your prayers are being heard, and for a definite affirmation that your life has a purpose. And now, right now, everything begins to make sense. It's time to realize that every action you've taken thus far has a purpose far bigger than you could have ever imagined. Nothing was random or pointless. I was meticulously constructing something enormous, something that totally exceeds any expectations you may have had in your mind, all the while you were wondering if your remarks were actually heard. I'm making history, opening doors you can't see, and totally changing situations that didn't seem feasible. I therefore want you to know that this is a pivotal moment. You must stop doubting yourself and believing that nothing will change, because I personally promise you things have already begun to change. Have you ever had a gut feeling that something exceptional was approaching, even if you were unable to articulate it? And now I tell you that this feeling wasn't only a fleeting impression, rather, it was my method of getting you ready for and waking you up to the remarkable that is going to enter your life. What is about to happen is not going to be trivial or something you will quickly forget. You will undergo a complete metamorphosis that will demonstrate to everyone that my hand is upon you. You have the chance to completely open yourself to the fullness of the promises I have set aside for your life right now. I am aware that getting here wasn't simple, and that there were times when you considered quitting up because you didn't think you had the strength to handle the challenges. However, I never let you bear this burden by yourself. I supported you through every challenge, carefully attending to every little detail to make sure you got there at the precise moment it mattered most. Now is the moment to believe like never before, to take a definite stance, and to put your faith in the situation that is in front of you. It makes little difference if you are still unable to see clearly. what is ahead. The spiritual portals that will allow this incredible blessing to fully enter your life will be opened by your faith in me. I'm inviting you to take a firm and unwavering stance because something extremely exceptional is about to be revealed, and you must be fully prepared to accept it. Click like and subscribe to this channel immediately if you firmly believe that this message was written just for you. By doing so, you will be spiritually fortifying your bond with the promise that is already coming your way. Don't let this chance slip away. Instead, reaffirm your trust and make it plain that you are prepared to embrace all that I have planned for your life. To demonstrate your strong belief in this potent promise that is about to come true in your life, I am urging you to make a decision today. Stop letting doubt rule your thoughts and stop letting them keep you from achieving the plenitude that I have already decided is yours. Now is the moment for you to experience everything that, although it may have looked unattainable to the naked eye, has always been entirely achievable because to my power. Keep your spiritual eyes open, prepare your heart, and pay close attention to the revelations I will continue to give you in the words that follow. I'm guiding you closely so you don't miss any of this amazing promise that is about to happen. The remarkable is right in front of you, only awaiting your decisive action to fully embrace it. Take a deep breath because something extraordinary, one of a kind, and tailored to your life is about to happen. Be prepared because you are an essential component of this timeless and unique moment, and the remarkable begins now. I have witnessed your silent tears, the ones that no one else saw. I am intimately familiar with all of your hardships, including the inner conflicts you attempted to conceal from even your closest loved ones. Nothing escaped my notice, and no suffering was concealed from view. I was keeping a close eye on every private prayer you uttered, and every time you felt isolated and thought no one could relate to you. I was by your side, holding you with my unending love, even when you felt that no one was there to grasp your hand. I was the one who gave you hope and serenity in your weary heart on the most trying days, when loneliness appeared to overwhelm you and the weight of your situation was more than your human power could handle. Your tears were not in vain. Each drop that fell was gathered and meticulously turned into seeds that will grow into amazing gifts. You may have frequently believed that everything you had to deal with was unjust or pointless, but I'm here to tell you that there is a lot bigger reason than you may have assumed for each of these trying circumstances. Everything was permitted to fortify you, to shape something priceless within you that can only be shaped by the most intense adversity. I am aware that there were moments when you wondered why I was in your life, when you questioned my loyalty, and when you thought perhaps I had forgotten about you. However, I want you to know unequivocally today that I was never at any time aloof or unconcerned about your needs. Even when you couldn't see me, I was always there for you. I was there to keep you from giving up and to make sure your feet didn't unintentionally trip in the dark. You were never alone yourself. My hand was on your life from the start, gently directing every move you made, despite the fact that your eyes were unable to see clearly. I am well aware of how many times you felt like you couldn't go on, how many nights you couldn't sleep because you were worried about things that didn't appear to be able to be resolved. I was with you every night, and I never stopped hearing your silent prayers, the ones you murmured after everyone had fallen asleep. It's time for you to realize that your suffering, your hardships, and your challenging times were all necessary steps in getting ready for something bigger. Don't let the suffering you've already gone through become a burden in your life, and don't waste these experiences. Instead, realize that they are increasingly serving as the foundation for the amazing thing I am about to do. you will be renowned for the profound change that results from your pain rather than for it. It is very evident that I am transforming your tears into blessings. Every single battle and challenging experience you have had is being meticulously utilized for something amazing, something far bigger than you can currently fathom. What once seemed meaningless will acquire timeless significance, a dimension you could never foresee. Let hope return to your heart now. You will be richly repaid for everything you have endured thus far. So let my calm to soothe your weary spirit and restore your strength. Your life will serve as a live example of my strength, loyalty, and unwavering love. Your depressing days are being replaced with genuine joy, the kind that only I can give. Knowing that your silent tears have not been forgotten, take a deep breath and relax. Right now, I'm starting a new chapter in your life wherein what once caused you sorrow will now inspire profound thankfulness. My presence will bring healing to your broken heart, clarity to your bewildered intellect, and genuine rest to your exhausted spirit. There was nothing in vain, nothing at all, since I had meticulously preserved every tear so that you would know that you were never alone. Every hardship you have encountered thus far has been meticulously orchestrated for a more significant objective. I am aware that you frequently wondered why there were so many challenges and why it looked like there were such severe obstacles at every turn. However, I want you to realize now that all of these struggles shaped something valuable inside of you. No sorrow or pain was in vain. Everything has been strategically employed to fortify your soul and get you ready for what I am going to unveil in your life. You were never left in your hour of need or alone in your struggles. My hand held your weary heart even when it felt like everything was out of your control. Every challenge you faced served as spiritual training rather than punishment, preparing you to receive something extraordinary, something much bigger than your current perception. I didn't permit suffering without cause or challenges without justification. You will eventually start to realize that everything happened for a reason, at the right moment and according to a plan. You would understand how much you have changed as a result of these challenging situations. If you could see it with my eyes right now, I have molded your patience, bolstered your faith, and bolstered your spiritual fortitude through each of them. You needed to go through this intense spiritual preparation because, believe me, what I'm about to give you is so significant and unique. My pledge necessitates inner fortitude and a spiritual maturity that can only be gained via quiet, private struggles that only you and I truly understand. It's time for you to stop thinking negatively about these challenges altogether. Consider these tests as necessary steps that brought you to this pivotal time rather than as failures. Instead of being beaten by your circumstances, you were molded by them. Your anguish will be turned into insight, your tears into stirring testimony, and your narrative will serve as a crystal clear illustration of my faithfulness for countless others in need of hope. Trust me, every challenging phase had a specific goal: to develop in you the spiritual fortitude required to handle the everlasting benefits that are already being bestowed. I promised a spiritual heritage that will undoubtedly transform your life and the lives of people you care about, not a fleeting blessing. You can now plainly see why you have been fighting up to this point, and that promise is on the way. It was heavenly training that prepared him for something great, not desertion. You have to come to terms with this fact today. The time has come to acknowledge that you are prepared to go forward. If you firmly feel that all you have gone through has been for a reason, and that the moment has arrived for you to fulfill my promise, please leave a comment below right now, 1111. You are demonstrating your faith and acknowledging that you comprehend my ideal strategy for your life by leaving a comment. Prepare yourself for the new era that lies ahead. Your hardships are no longer obstacles, rather they are strong pillars that will uphold the potent promise that your tale is about to fulfill. Now is the perfect time for you to embrace what I have in store for you. So take another deep breath. I want you to know right now that the time has come for you to be restored. I am bringing a firm promise of change and growth into your life after countless tears, silent nights of suffering, and seemingly never-ending obstacles. Yes, I witnessed all of your trying times and was there for you when you felt like you couldn't. Go on. And I'm here today to tell you that your pain is over and that it's being changed into something incredibly beautiful. A benefit that will be more than you could have ever imagined is on the horizon. It will be substantial and long-lasting rather than short-lived. Your life, your situation, and your surroundings will all be totally changed by the restoration I bring upon you. It will be obvious to those who know you, who have witnessed your struggles and maybe even doubted you, that something significant is taking place in your tale. They will be able to clearly see my hand on you and understand that only I have the ability to do such a thing. The days of crying in silence are past. The period of agony that felt like it would never end is over. This is your chance to see firsthand the strength of my loyalty and my pledge. Since I am the one unlocking doors that no one else can, what seems impossible to you will suddenly become a reality. I'm laying the groundwork for previously undiscovered routes and opening doors that didn't seem possible. Now all you endured in private will be turned into a source of pride for the public and a tangible example of my goodness. What I am going to do is not going to be your typical restoration. It will be wealth and multiplication in every aspect of your life. Not only the restoration of what you lost, your sorrow will be replaced by genuine peace, your difficulties will become remarkable triumphs, and your agony will give way to joy. Because I am now releasing you to live in a new era, a new season, where my benefits will expand in your life and in your family, you no longer need to bear the burden of previous suffering. Everyone will see you as someone who has been directly restored by my powerful hand. People in your near vicinity will notice this significant shift right away and desire to undergo the same metamorphosis I am. When I enter the story, you will become a live example of my constancy and grace, demonstrating unequivocally that no suffering or adversity is final. In order for you to fully experience this new phase, which is full of meaning, purpose, and genuine delight, I am unquestionably releasing you from painful memories. If this message resonates deeply with you, watch this video now and show it to someone who needs this promise of healing. By sharing, you will help spread this potent blessing that is currently being unleashed to other lives. Not only may your faith change your life, but it can also change the lives of many others around you. Rest confident that this is a firm, genuine, and everlasting commitment. You are getting something that will last and undoubtedly alter the trajectory of your tale, not something fleeting or surface level. Now is the moment to joyfully and gratefully accept the full healing that I made only for you. The moment to truly feel this profound, amazing, and long-lasting transformation has arrived. So take a deep breath and open your heart. Now is the moment to examine your heart in depth. With boldness and sincerity, not with guilt, fear, or condemnation. I have a thorough understanding of you and am aware of every detail, secret emotion, and thought you attempt to conceal. My intention is to release you from the things that have kept my promise from fully materializing in your life, not to point out your shortcomings or errors. You are carrying unnecessary burdens for a long time, feelings that you should no longer experience, hurts that ought to have been let go long ago, and self-defeating attitudes that must be permanently put aside. Because of all of this, there are now spiritual barriers preventing you from receiving the gifts I am prepared to bestow. This is the ideal moment for you to move on from all of this. It is a sign of tremendous spiritual strength and maturity to give your heart to me, not of weakness. To receive the new item I have prepared for you, you must first honestly acknowledge what has to be changed. You cannot move on with your life if you are burdened with guilt that no longer makes sense, or with terrible recollections of the past. I'm urging you to let me into your heart completely today, so I can bring about healing, tranquility, and complete repair. In order to adequately prepare you for what lies ahead, I wish to revitalize your intellect, emotions, and spiritual life. This process of self-examination should not be feared. I promise to support and care for you at every turn, making sure that nothing is too difficult for you to handle. Accept this invitation to examine yourself closely and understand clearly what needs to be delivered, and allow yourself to be transformed. Let go of the things that prevent you from living life to the fullest. I want you to experience the total spiritual liberation that I alone can provide. I want to replace every doubt with unwavering trust, every fear with true courage, and every hidden pain with profound peace. Now is the moment to make room so that I can fulfill my pledge in its entirety. You can never fully comprehend the magnitude and beauty of what I have in store for you. However, your heart must be totally in line with my will in order for you to fulfill this vow. Don't think about it any longer. Don't ignore this call I'm giving you now. Give up all that no longer fulfills your spiritual needs, so that my grace might completely change your life. You will immediately notice a significant change occurring within you as you do this. You will experience confidence where uncertainty existed, hope where despair existed, and serenity where agony existed. It is obvious that this internal change will make room for the blessings that are waiting for you to arrive without any obstacles. Don't worry about the situation around you. Instead, concentrate on giving your all and have faith that I will handle everything. Click like and subscribe to the channel immediately if this message resonated with you and you think it's time to fulfill my promises. You will be manifesting your faith and spiritually paving the way for the significant change I am bringing about in your life by doing this. Don't pass up this chance to firmly establish a connection with the eternal purpose I have planned only for you. It's time to let go of the past and make place for the future. Now is the moment to take advantage of my promise of significant and permanent change. Allow me to accomplish something exceptional for you by being totally open and honestly examining your heart. It's time for you to live out my commitment in full. Breathe deeply and embrace this deep spiritual metamorphosis that I have planned only for you. The moment has arrived for you to fully overcome the fear and the past that have confined you for so long. Every unpleasant memory and shame that continues to rob you of your tranquility are things I am fully aware of. I'm here now to reassure you that you don't have to bear these burdens any longer. Now is the moment to turn everything over to me, to fully open your hands and release the things you never needed to bear on your own. You don't have to go through those trying times again that made your heart hurt so badly. I'm giving you a genuine, unquestionable chance to be free. Your life should be free of guilt, previous transgressions, and mental distress going forward. All you have to do is decide to let go of these memories with clarity and determination, putting your complete faith in my ability to heal and restore your emotional equilibrium. Share your worries, anxieties, and insecurities with me. Take those memories with me that continue to try to stop you from experiencing the new life I have planned for you. On this path of emancipation, you are not alone. I will be with you at every turn, holding your hand, watching out for you, and pointing the way toward a future free and meaningful. Don't be scared to confront these challenging emotions. Let me take charge and totally change your narrative. I fervently hope you find a true serenity that is beyond our comprehension. Making room in your heart and letting go of the emotional bonds that the past leaves behind are necessary for achieving this. You don't have to live in fear any longer. You don't have to let guilt, insecurity, or anxiety consume your thoughts any longer. Right now, I am bringing you complete and profound release. Now is the ideal moment to make a strong, final choice. Give yourself the opportunity to experience life to the fullest, as I have planned it for you. You will instantly experience a new spiritual strength emerging within you as you make the decision to let go of these negative emotions. You'll experience the true courage and spiritual liberation you've long sought. I am prepared to entirely change your reality, but I require that you decide to fully trust me and to let go of the past. Your identity and potential will never again be defined by fear. Today, I am delivering you an exceptional promise that will write your story instead of terrible experiences. Your spiritual liberation and the opportunity to live freely without guilt or obligations that no longer belong to you have arrived. Write "I am free" in the comments section right now if you think the time has come to finally break free from fear and the past. By doing this, you will be adamantly announcing your resolve to let go of anything that prevented you from fulfilling my life's promise. Give yourself over entirely to this new phase of liberation and significant change. I'm here right now to reassure you that you won't ever have to confront something too tough on your own again. Give yourself permission to enjoy this complete freedom that I am providing. Breathe deeply and realize that your life is no longer governed by the past. The moment has arrived for your final release. I want to demonstrate to you something essential to fulfilling my promise now that you realize how important it is to let go of the past and overcome the worries that have held you back. The spiritual power of quiet. Not every blessing I bestow upon you will be made visible right away. Until they completely materialize in your life, there are unique and significant things that must be carefully held in your heart. Being silent is a sign of spiritual understanding rather than uncertainty or nervousness. You give me the freedom to work without hindrance or viewpoints that can try to take away your tranquility or your faith when you covertly protect what I am doing. Recognize that not everyone in your close vicinity will comprehend what I am doing to you. Some people might bring uncertainties, anxieties, or even inquiries that won't aid in the process. Thus, being mute is a wise and effective tactic. I want you to understand the spiritual value of waiting until everything is finished, even though I realize it can be quite tempting to tell people right away what I am starting to do. Your spiritual roots can grow firmly in my presence during this time of stillness, which is a great opportunity to deepen your faith. Your spiritual resistance grows with each day spent in this solitude devoted to me, setting you up to powerfully witness everything I have done in your life going forward. You will hear my voice more clearly in stillness. It will be simpler to understand my precise instructions and guidance if there is no outside interference or conflicting opinions. Consider quiet as a unique time when you are with me alone and absorb my wisdom straight into your heart, rather than as a sign of loneliness or desertion. I am meticulously preparing every aspect of the promise, which will soon be evident to everyone in this serene and secure setting. What I am doing now in secrecy and silence, you will see in public when the moment is perfect. People will see my hand over their lives, clearly comprehend that I am the only one who could have done something so incredible, and recognize that something supernatural has occurred. Until then, put all of your faith in this unique and quiet procedure that I have planned for you. I have complete control over every stage and detail, thus there is no chance of failure. I want the spiritual consolation I am giving you today to resonate strongly with you. The purpose of this stillness is to provide you with genuine calm and security, not to cause you anxiety. It is not necessary to justify what is taking place spiritually or to struggle to explain to others what is still being accomplished. Just have faith that everything will go according to plan, without any delays or unanticipated circumstances, and that I am working flawlessly. I assure you that this period of stillness is short and transient in comparison to the magnitude of the promise that is already being made public. You will soon have the unambiguous and conclusive chance to share with everyone what you saw and felt while I was around. Your tale will serve as a potent and forceful testament to my grace, faithfulness, and miraculous might. For now, breathe deeply, maintain your composure, and let your faith be strengthened by the silence. Allow me to fully integrate myself into your life until all the details are in harmony. You will soon realize that everything transpired precisely as planned, at the ideal moment, and in my ideal timing. In the meantime, hold this promise close to your heart and wait with confidence and assurance, knowing that I will carry out my end of the bargain precisely as I promised. Now is the perfect time for you to firmly deny every falsehood that has been said about your life. The enemy has made numerous attempts to persuade you that you are unworthy of my benefits, that your previous transgressions define who you are, or that you are not good enough. However, I'm here today to make it very obvious that you shouldn't let any of these lies to remain in your heart or head any longer. These critical voices have long attempted to manipulate your feelings and keep you from growing spiritually, to steal your confidence and divert you from the amazing promises I have prepared for your life. Words that caused uncertainty, insecurity, and fear were hurled at you. But now is the moment to see these lies clearly and realize right away that they are not from me, but rather the enemy's last-ditch efforts to deceive you. Those pessimistic voices are not you. You are not what challenging circumstances have attempted to define in your life, nor are you your imperfections or past errors. You are my dear child, selected for a unique purpose, valuable in my sight, and fully deserving of the benefits and promise I have bestowed upon your existence. These falsehoods have attempted to prevent you from seeing your own spiritual value. They attempted to convince you that you wouldn't be deserving of the change I'm bringing about, that you wouldn't have the strength to proceed, or that you couldn't enjoy the blessings I promised. Today, however, I want you to thoroughly realize that all of these negative statements are untrue. It's time for you to accept who you really are spiritually. You are someone I meticulously crafted, someone with a timeless purpose, someone who will eventually fulfill the potent promises I made for your life at the outset. Stop letting these lies limit your spiritual potential or keep you under control. Now reject them all with firmness and determination. From now on, keep in mind the truth I am saying about you now, whenever these lies attempt to resurface in your thoughts. Replace those pessimistic ideas right away with the strong certainty of my word. You are worthy, powerful, capable, and I adore you very much. The enormous value I have placed in you cannot be cancelled or diminished by any mistake or failure. The moment has arrived for you to firmly reveal your true self and spiritually resist all of these lies. Despite the promises that are waiting to materialize in your life, I no longer want to witness you feeling weak or incompetent. I want you to recognize who you are spiritually and to know how remarkable, one-of-a-kind, and selected you are to receive all that I have planned for you. You must perceive yourself just like I do, brave, strong, and able to overcome any challenge that stands in your way. Don't settle for anything less, and don't accept leading a life that is constrained by the falsehoods spread by the adversary. You have the unmistakable chance to fulfill my promises and enjoy the total spiritual freedom I have already set for you today. Breathe deeply, raise your head confidently, and know that I am here by your side, ensuring that this promise is kept. Never again must you believe these lies to be true. You are now embarking on a new chapter in your spiritual life, one that is devoid of falsehoods and completely in line with the potent truth I have revealed about you. The moment has arrived for you to fully embody the amazing and potent identity I have created just for you. I want you to fully comprehend something very significant. I have personally selected you to inherit a specific spiritual gift. I had already meticulously planned something magnificent and unique for your life before you were even born. I deliberately prepared every aspect of your life with an eternal and very definite purpose. You are not here by accident nor the product of chance events. You were made with great worth, and you have special abilities and gifts that no one else has. Nobody is exactly like you, and no one has the same purpose in life that I have set aside just for you. I want you to know that this spiritual inheritance has been prepared with love and care and is just awaiting your complete acceptance and recognition. You might have compared yourself to others for a long time, believing that your blessings should be similar to theirs, or that you might not be deserving of such a great gift. However, I urge you to give up these constricting ideas now. Since what I have in store for you is unmatched and specifically designed to meet your life's demands, there is no way to compare it. To me, you are unique. Since I have meticulously crafted you into a masterpiece, everything I have prepared for you is unique and precisely in line with your heart and soul. Because of the uniqueness of your spiritual journey, your heritage is likewise unique. Never attempt to gauge your value by the opinions of others or by external norms. My unwavering pledge and what I have already made abundantly evident about you are the only things that determine your worth. I'm urging you to accept this strong identity I've given you in its whole today. You were chosen with a divine purpose, boundless love, and a remarkable spiritual legacy in store for your life. Accept this fact without hesitation. This inheritance has the power to drastically alter both your reality and the lives of people around you. It is neither transient or surface level. Recognize that you will empower others by completely embracing this fact. You can profoundly influence people around you when you acknowledge your own spiritual identity. As a result of your journey and testimony, other lives will be directly impacted by the way your life starts to reflect my glory, grace, and love. It is imperative that you do not conceal this fact. It's important to acknowledge, embrace, and share your spiritual history. You naturally become a potent conduit to positively impact the lives of many people around you when you completely embrace your divine identity. Everyone will be able to see the change you are going through, and many will want to know what you are going through and experience it themselves. Share this message with a loved one right now if you firmly believe that you have been selected for something exceptional and extraordinary. They need to hear this potent truth. By sharing, you are assisting others in accepting the spiritual legacy I have set aside for them and in finding their eternal destiny. Now is the perfect time for you to take on the identity I have set apart just for you with bravery, faith, and conviction. Don't waste any more time living with less than what you are worthy of. Accept this profound truth wholeheartedly. Live mindful of this everlasting promise, and let your life serve as an obvious and visible reminder of my unwavering love and fidelity for you. Breathe deeply and embrace the potent spiritual legacy that has been prepared just for you. This is the ideal moment for you to rethink your entire perspective and embrace your true self. I am aware that you let pessimistic ideas rule your life for a long period, leading you to believe in unfounded limitations. Your capacity to completely enjoy the blessings I have already made available to you has been hampered by these ideas. However, I'm here today to make it quite evident that it's time to put these lies behind us forever. I want you to know how much I value you and to know it. You were made with a purpose in mind, and you possess special abilities and gifts that are necessary to keep the promises I have made just for your life. You have no more time to question your value or your abilities in front of me. You have been personally selected to lead a meaningful and purposeful life because you are valued and capable. Letting rid of all thoughts and emotions that conflict with the strong truth I have shown about you is the first step in renewing your mind. Don't believe that you are incapable of succeeding, that you don't deserve happiness, or that you can't win. I have already set aside something specifically for your story, but these lies have kept you from getting it all. Today, I'm offering you a fresh chance to completely change the way you think. I want you to believe that you are strong, brave, deserving, and completely capable of accepting the amazing promises that are waiting to be given to you. To properly embody this reality, your mind must be in perfect harmony with it. You make yourself totally available to receive my potent promise when you acknowledge who you really are. Only certainties and beliefs based on my word remain. Questions and fears are no longer acceptable. Your victory is already planned, your spiritual identity is validated, and your worth is guaranteed. All you have to do now is firmly embrace this profound reality about your life. You will start to see noticeable and significant changes in every aspect of your life by rejuvenating your mind. Your courage will grow, your faith will get stronger, and you will be able to see that things are going to change quickly around you. Renewing your mind, letting go of any negative thoughts, and accepting your actual spiritual identity will lead to all of this. I created you to succeed, to achieve great things, and to live out the eternal promise I have already given you. Now is the ideal moment for you to joyfully, boldly, and clearly embrace this identity. Don't put off experiencing this potent metamorphosis any longer. Accept the reality of who you are on a deep level and give yourself permission to enjoy everything that has already been set aside only for you. Write right now in the comments, "My mind is rejuvenated," if you think the time has arrived to fully embrace your genuine spiritual identity and renew your mind. You will be firmly announcing your choice to live the new life I have already planned for you by doing this. Prepare yourself for a whole new life that is in harmony with the potent truth that I have spoken over you. Now is the moment to firmly let go of the ideas that have constrained your tale and start living fully in the amazing benefits that are just waiting to enter your life. Breathe deeply, give your thoughts a thorough overhaul, and embrace who you truly are, chosen, loved, and ready for a remarkable life. I want you to have a profound understanding of what true religion is, which is independent of your environment. Even when everything appears to be against you and the circumstances in front of you do not immediately demonstrate what I have promised you, this strong and genuine confidence endures. I'm referring to complete faith, predicated solely on my word and the assurance of my unwavering loyalty. I am aware that you have experienced hardships and that your faith has been put to the test. You occasionally questioned whether my promises would truly materialize, particularly when the data appeared to contradict one another. However, I want you to realize today that this is the precise moment when genuine faith grows stronger and more potent. You spiritually open the doors to completely accept the promises that have already been sent into your life when you decide to trust, even if you don't see the results right away. What you can see or feel right now is not the foundation of the faith I am calling you to live. It is independent of ideal or advantageous conditions. Conversely, it is there to support you during challenging times, guaranteeing your spiritual stability even when everything around you appears uncertain. This unwavering confidence keeps your heart steady and safe in my promises, enabling you to weather storms without losing hope. Believe me when I say that the timing and form of my promises' manifestation in your life are determined by your complete trust in me. My benefits will come to you more quickly if your faith is stronger and more resolute. If you stay steadfast in your faith, no adverse occurrence, obstacle, or challenging condition can stop my promise from being fulfilled. I want you to stop worrying about fleeting situations and stop letting fear or uncertainty rule your feelings. Today, I am calling you to live your religion on a whole new and powerful level, a trust that unequivocally affirms your faith in my fidelity, notwithstanding what your eyes may see or your feelings may be experiencing at the time. Since that is the only stable and unalterable foundation you require, I want your faith to be firmly rooted only in my everlasting word. You have to make a firm decision now on how you will live going forward. Don't let fleeting events dictate whether or not you trust me anymore. You have been called to something bigger, something timeless, something profoundly significant. This strong spiritual reality must be reflected in your faith, which must endure through the most trying or perplexing circumstances. You are my cherished son, specifically selected to lead a life filled with promises kept and miracles performed. The moment has arrived to embrace this potent truth in its entirety, supposing a steadfast and unwavering faith. For me, nothing is impossible. So stop worrying about things that appear impossible to the naked eye. I am constantly working in your best interests, meticulously planning every aspect of the promise I made for your existence. I want to extend an invitation to you to make a firm commitment to your spiritual life right now, if you genuinely feel that the moment has come to live out this profound, unwavering faith. By giving this video a like and subscribing to the channel, you formally and unequivocally affirm that you will always believe my promises no matter what. You deepen your spiritual bond with the promise I am providing to you now as you accomplish this. You are getting ready to experience a remarkable tale filled with stirring testimonials and miracles. Your unwavering faith will serve as the cornerstone of this amazing tale which will start to be revealed today. Have a lot of faith, stay steadfast, and get your heart ready, for my promises are coming soon. The win you've been waiting for is more closer than you may realize, so take a deep breath and remain strong. I want you to understand right now that I am getting ready for something far more ambitious than you can ever fathom. Perhaps you have had lofty dreams or requested unique blessings that seem unattainable, but I want to reassure you that what I have planned for your life far surpasses any of those hopes. Nothing you have ever imagined or dreamed of can compare to what lies ahead for you. Your waiting time is not lost, rather, it is an opportunity to carefully prepare. Every stage of this procedure must be completed each day in order for you to be completely prepared to receive something so magnificent and extraordinary that it will call for inner strength, knowledge, and spiritual maturity. I am aware that you may occasionally question why things appear to take so long, but today I want you to realize that waiting is not a sign of inattention or delay. It requires meticulous planning, extra attention to detail, and flawless preparation for something that will undoubtedly alter your story. Have entire faith in me at this period. Don't let impatience or doubts ruin your tranquility or the delight of what is ahead. Your heart and spirit will be ready to completely absorb this unique blessing. Therefore, your patience and trust are vital right now. Every day that goes by is a crucial step in realizing this enormous promise that I am bringing into your life. Your current situation does not accurately represent what is going to occur. They are only a tiny portion of the far better and bigger picture that I am already meticulously preparing. I'm taking care of everything, making sure that every part of your journey is put in its proper position, and when it's all ready, you'll receive something remarkable, something timeless, and something that will profoundly impact both your life and the lives of those around you. Your patience is not in vain. You don't have any short-term or minor expectations. There is nothing you can compare to the timeless, profound, and immensely more valuable promise I am providing for you. Therefore, I want to exhort you to continue being firm, patient, and optimistic. You will be blessed beyond measure with blessings that will reward every second of this wait in unexpected ways. I want you to understand unequivocally that everything that seems unattainable right now, everything that appears far away or unlikely, is already heading your way. To make sure that everything goes as I promised, I am putting strategic individuals and circumstances in your path, opening doors that you cannot yet see, and preparing roads that you do not yet know. You simply must have total faith in me, knowing that I will personally handle every aspect of this potent pledge. Enjoy this movie now and spread the word to those who also need this strong hope. If you firmly trust in this word, and you can plainly sense that I am preparing something wonderful for you. By doing this, you give individuals you care about this potent promise and deepen your spiritual bond with what I am going to do. Now is the time to maintain a strong and unwavering faith. Stop letting fleeting events rob you of your trust. Something much larger than you ever imagined, something tailored specifically for your life, is about to arrive. The greatest is on the way, so prepare yourself and take a big breath. The time has finally come for you to fully benefit from the promise and favor I have specifically prepared for your life. You have endured hardships, fought hard, cried in private, and remained steadfast in your faith despite the most trying situations. I saw every step you took, every obstacle you overcame, and every private prayer you said, and now I can unequivocally say that the moment has arrived for you to claim what has already been made available to you in the spiritual realm. Waiting and doubting are no longer necessary. Everything you thought was impossible and everything that appeared too far away is now right in front of you. The promise I made specifically for you is not some far-off future. It has already come and is prepared to drastically alter your life. I want you to realize that you are currently in my favor, leading to remarkable answers to problems you previously thought were unsolvable and unlocking doors that no one else can. You must fully, sincerely, and entirely trust yourself in order to fulfill this pledge. I keep my word, I remember what I said about you, and I don't take too long to do the tasks I've meticulously laid out from the start. All of the challenges you have endured thus far have served a deep purpose, setting you up for this emotional and spiritual climax. Everything that has been set aside just for your tale is now ready for you to receive. Your hardships will be changed into potent testaments to my loyalty, your sufferings into profound delights, and what was once cause for skepticism will become complete assurance of my existence and my particular concern for you. All you have to do is open your heart and accept everything that is already spiritually accessible for your life with thankfulness and complete assurance. It will be obvious to you that something has altered inside of you. Your life will no longer be ruled by those old burdens and persistent anxieties. A genuine and potent calm that transcends all human comprehension will fill your soul. You will soon come to understand that you are living out your life's dream, one that I meticulously and lovingly crafted to be just right for you. This is your time, the ideal time that I have chosen to totally change your reality. Fear, uncertainty, and insecurity are no longer acceptable. Now is the moment to put all your trust in me, knowing that I will be there for you in every way, using my strength to support you, my grace to protect you, and my guidance to get you where you need to go. I personally stated this about your life, thus your success is already assured. The amazing potential that is now occurring right now will define your tale, not the hardships or obstacles you have encountered thus far. You will be known as someone who has seen my mighty hand firsthand, and whose life is now a living example of my grace, unending love, and unwavering fidelity. It will be obvious to everyone around you that you have experienced something exceptional, that your world has been totally altered by something supernatural. Breathe deeply, let your heart open fully, and embrace this strong promise I made specifically for your life right now. Waiting is no longer necessary. The time I calculated has arrived at its precise manifestation. Now is the time to start something new, something so profound and amazing that it will undoubtedly change your life and the lives of everyone around you. Give yourself permission to completely experience this potent reality while realizing that I have always been at your side, guiding you with love, discernment, and utmost care up until this point. This moment in your life is the fulfillment of the promise. Accept my unique favor with all your heart, and let it change your story totally, revealing a new era of purpose, genuine serenity, and unending happiness. This is not the end of your life, rather, it is the start of something great. Take another big breath.